The world of technology is changing at a rate that probably few people could have predicted just a couple years ago. Business models and brands that have stood triumphant for decades are shattering. Whether your company is going to be a beneficiary of these disruptions or a victim of these disruptions is probably not yet known. I would argue for probably 90% of the companies in this room, the jury's still out. Will cloud and OpEx pricing models and more software and less hardware and moving things from on-premise to off-premise, is that good news for your company? Is that not good news for your company? In 2009, we drew this simple little picture. We called it the consumption gap. And we said, we're hearing from company after company after company about a similar problem, which is that our wonderful developers are spinning up features and capability and complexity at an unbelievably successful rate. But the problem is customers' ability to consume all that advanced capability isn't keeping up. So there's a growing gap between the potential value our solutions could be providing to customers and the real business value that they're achieving. And we said, hey, isn't this a problem? Isn't this going to be a problem for the industry if customers aren't able to consume the latest and greatest, that they have good enough tech? And the answer back was, well, not really, because they commit to paying us everything up front. We get our product revenue up front, we lock them onto maintenance, we get them to pay for professional services. So as long as we can get the product operational, whether the customer is this successful or that successful doesn't really have a big economic impact to us. 2 years ago, we wrote another book that was a very successful book called Consumption Economics. And we said, well, wait a minute. Now there are these new pricing models coming along in the world of SaaS and infrastructure as a service and managed services and other things that are dependent on consumption. It's per user per month or per terabyte or per whatever it is. The pricing or revenue is starting to become tied to customer consumption. Today we're releasing a new book called B4B. And we're saying that this is not just about pricing. This is not just about customer satisfaction. This is a fundamental transformation of our industry that over a period of 1 or 3 or 5 years will touch everything, every aspect, not only of your company, but of your customers' companies. How they think, how they operate, where they invest,